Hey chicks, let's chat. So listen, let me just jump into this right quick because this was something that I was perturbed. You hear me? It really aggravated my soul. Let me tell y'all something. Thank you is nice. Thank you is nice. Thank you says that, you know what? I acknowledge what you did. But being able to give a person a monetary gift or being able to gift them with something to say, not only do I acknowledge it, but I appreciate it, and I'm returning that to you. And I'm going to return a portion of what you did. You know, just because I acknowledge what you did, you didn't have to do it, and I appreciate it. So let me give you a piece of that back if I can, when I can, in the way that I can, right? So let me just say this. A lot of times people just want to say thank you and they feel that that's enough. Maybe it is enough, just depending on what it is that you did, and depending on if you were in position or if the opportunity presented itself for you to do more. Because if you're really thankful for what a person did, when the opportunity presents itself for you to do more than just give a verbal thank you, you will do more. You will allow it to be more than just a verbal thank you, a verbal acknowledgement, right? But a lot of times people give you a dry thank you and they'll be in position to give you more, allow more, or something will happen where more can be done, and guess what? They won't do it. They won't do it, and if they find out it was done, they pissed off about it. They have an issue with it. Now, regardless of the fact that whatever you did helped them, they still feel a way about you getting some type of acknowledgement or some type of reward or something behind doing something for them that actually helped them. So what that really tell you, they really ain't thankful for what you did. They really ain't as thankful as their mouth make it seem they are. That's what that says, right? But let me tell you something. That's when people start saying, oh, well, you should do it from your heart. I do it from my heart, but guess what? If something wind up in my pocket, that's fine too. Like people can say some of the dumbest things sometimes. Yes, I did it for my heart because I didn't have to do it. I did it because I wanted to do it. And when I did it, I didn't necessarily know if something was going to come back to me or not. Right? But in the event that I saw a situation or an opportunity where I could be rewarded for, and I made something happen, or something happened, somebody else made it happen, guess what? How can you be mad when it benefited you? And that's how people will be. It's people that they either don't want you to have nothing, or they want you to have as minimal as possible. But then every time you turn around, they want your good advice. They want your good direction. They want to know what it is you would do, how you feel about this, how you feel about that. Right? Every time you open your mouth, giving them solid wisdom, solid instruction, you ain't charging them for that. You get them plenty game for free. For free. That not only benefits them, it helps them. It adds to their life because they didn't know what you told them, or they didn't know how to implement whatever it was they knew. You're such a benefit for them, but yet those same people will hate for you to get anything and to have a problem if you get anything, even though it helps them. You have to know that there's people out there in this world that's how they heartbeat. That's how they feel. That's how they think. That's just like I saw the lady on, I saw the lady, and I might have even spoke on this, but the lady, it was like a little reel going around where the one friend lady, she took her homegirl to the casino, gave her $5 to play with. The lady hit for $500, and all she had was a dry thank you and and gave the lady back the $5. And then I'm in the comments, because of course that's why I go straight to the comments, because I want to see the train of thought. I want to see how people feel about this. And it was a lot of people who was like, yeah, friends always fall out over money. Yeah, like as if The lady was justified by only giving her homegirl the $5. Your homegirl drove her car, her gas, and gave you $5, which says that the lady didn't have that much to give. That's why she only gave you $5. But she thought enough about you to say, hey, come ride with me, come hang with me, and I know you don't have no money, but I'm gonna give you $5 just so you can have something to do while you hanging and chilling with me. And then that helper turned around and won $500, and all she gave her friend. So the friend said, oh, I'm done, and you got to pay a ride home. Now, that friend would not humble herself and say, you know what, if I got to pay a ride home, I may as well go ahead and give her the money for the ride home, right? Wouldn't humble herself. You rather go give a stranger. And that's how it be sometimes. People rather see anybody else come up or get something other than you, even though you have helped them get the little bit that they do have, right? And I'm like, that totally blew my mind, because she didn't calculate the fact that how you even got there to get the money. Your friend, and all it was worth to you. And she kept saying, I told her I ain't had no money. Okay, and that's why she gave you an opportunity to get you some money. And it did work. It panned out that you hit. So you was only $5 worth of thankful when you ended up with $500 when you had $0. In fact, you was in the negative because she had to give you $5. So you was a negative $5, and now you up $500, and all that meant to you was to give her back her solid $5 that she gave you, not considering the lady gas that was used to get y'all there, not considering just the fact that the lady had, you know, thought enough about you to invite you. All that was worth to you was $5. Man, come on. You know what I'm saying? But what that do is it really shows you how people really be feeling about you. You know, and the sooner and the quicker you really realize how people feel about you, the better you will be. The better off you will be, because some people really do have a kind and generous heart and want to do things for people and want to make their life easier. And every chance you get, every thought you get that can better them, you calling them, telling them about it. Hey, you might want to try this. Hey, what if you do this? Hey, you know what I'm saying? What about all of those times? Then the moment something comes that could benefit you, it's a problem. Listen, I'm just becoming a firm believer that your kind heart and your kind thoughts and everything is not for everybody. And maybe that is true to why the Bible say, don't cast your prayers to the swine. You know, because everybody is not going to appreciate what it is you're offering. Whether it is you know, just words of wisdom, whether it's just your time, whether it's a listening ear. Maybe you ain't saying nothing. Maybe you just being there for them. Maybe you just there, silent, offering your shoulder. You know what I'm saying? Maybe it's a letter that you wrote. Maybe it's a text that you sent. A lot of people do not value that. And they think that a little dry thank you, I sure appreciate it. That sometimes that does go a long way, because you know in your heart that's all they have. But when you have more than that dry thank you, share that. Show love. Love is an action word. If you really care that much, show it. And everybody know how people like to be shown appreciation. Everybody love language, as they say, may be different. But guess what? It's some things that anybody will appreciate. Anybody would like to have. If you know that person, you know the type of things they like, the type of things that they would appreciate. You know, like I never seen, it seems like we living in a time where people are so selfish and self-centered that it just don't make no sense. How is it that if I do something to help and benefit you, you don't even, it's like you don't even see the goodness in that. You don't even see that. I'm saying? If I do something to help and benefit you, and I turn around and I get something for it, you ought to be the first one clapping. The first one. Not the first one complaining. But see, it ain't until you take your kindness from people and you go ahead and start feeding them folks with a long-handled spoon, or you don't deal with them at all, that's when they'll start appreciating. Because see, once you step back and take your good, you know, kindness, wisdom, thoughts, then that's when a whole bunch of monkeys gonna step up and start spitting just stupid stuff in their ear. Saying stupid stuff, putting them in bad, stupid situations. You know what I'm saying? And then they'll be able to appreciate what you were once doing, who you once were. A lot of times it's crazy. People have to be going off this earth to really get that just due, and for people to really appreciate what it was they were bringing to the table. And it should not be that. It should not be that. You should be able to recognize when God has put certain people in your life, in your space, you know, to be a blessing. And it's crazy, like you gonna wait too long, and them people ain't, even if they around, they ain't gonna be giving you the time of day. Because you know what? They're gonna be putting their blessings and their words of wisdom, their kind efforts, they're gonna be putting it in a different direction, as they should. Y'all enjoy your day.